OTBSpreads prediction show, NBA, May 21st, 2026, coming to you live. Let's get it. Let's win the day. Man, just a review yesterday. Blowout alert did cash off of suspects and streak board. If you don't know where the streak board is, it's right up here. It is for all of our valued elite members. I believe Pro has a little bit of access as well. But guys, you can take a look at it. It's recommending Evan Mobley today. He's on this over 25 points and rebound streak. Jared Allen is on a similar streak as well. Points. Sam Merrill on the over. PRA. Mikal Bridges. You could look at Mitchell Robinson, but I'm not a huge fan of this guy here. I don't trust his minutes. And FanDuel probably won't give you this line, honestly. They don't like to give you the lower PRAs. We haven't seen Sam Merrill's PRA be available too often. They like to give you other options with Merrill, kind of protects themselves, and that's kind of what the books do. I find Bet365, if you want to bet guys like Sam Merrill and Jordan Clarkson for PRA, they offer those lines way more than a place like FanDuel or DraftKings does. So just take a look. You got your streak board over here. So we did a combination of a 5-leg yesterday at plus 2100 or plus 2200 off of suspect props, a mix of it, and the streak board, and it cashed. So it was a nice little look yesterday. Nothing too crazy, but a plus 2100 is a plus 2100. Bet 10, win 210. Bet 100, win 2200. Can't beat it, guys. That's where we were at yesterday, and we did cash. As far as the game line play, we were on the plus 8.5 with the Spurs. They lost by 9, so we got hooked on the half point. The shooting just went cold. Look, I said that on game 1 when I did the show, we took the Spurs on the money line and we took them on the plus 6.5. And I said, whoever wins this game will lose game 2. I kind of backed off of that read, knowing that it's a perfect spot play. I think both of these teams do the same in San Antonio. They split 1-1, and they come back tied up 2-2 in a game 5 in OKC. So I just think that that's how this series is going to go. I hate seeing so many guys get banged up with injuries. I was surprised they did let them play a little bit more than I thought they would yesterday. The whistles were there a little bit more last night than they were in game 1, but I was still surprised to see how much they let them play. It was a very physical game. So, and look, Isaiah Hartenstein did exactly what he was supposed to do. He came in there and he kind of kept Wemby at bay a little bit. Wemby settled for too many threes there in the third and the fourth, in my opinion. That's what cost them the game. I know Wemby can shoot it from out there, but end of the day, he's better down near the paint. How many times did we see him drive the lane, miss a layup, and then tip it in with his opposite hand? You know, that missed layup with the right and then going back to the opposite side of the rim and tipping it in with his left. Like, that's what he gives you. He's just so much bigger, taller, and longer than all the other guys that he can clean his own stuff up at ease. So they just need to find a way to get him around the rim. And if this dude can just put on 5 pounds of muscle in the fucking off season, he's going to be a problem next year. Because you do get a guy like Hartenstein that does, look, out rebounded him a little bit last night in clutch moments because he was just getting positioning. And that's what this game is. It's positioning more than it is, it's angles. Look at Doncic, man. Luka Doncic is so great. He's not fast. Paul Pierce was another one. Wasn't a fast player. Couldn't beat guys like that off the dribble with speed. But he had a good first step, get guys on the hip. And then, he had good enough bag and a good enough jump shot to get to his spot. It's like Luka Doncic, man. He's not the fastest guy, the quickest guy, but got a good first step, big size, and get you on the hip and see you later. It's the same thing with Cade Cunningham. Good first step, gets him on the hip, gets to his spot. And end of the day, it's all about positioning, getting to your spots, holding your ground. Hartenstein did just that last night against Wemby. That's my opinion on why they won. But that's where we were at yesterday. We were on the 8.5 on the Spurs. That minus 122 took an L. We'll see what happens, guys, tonight in this matchup and where we go with it. I'm going to get into that right now. So without further ado, I'll ask you guys to do is make sure to drop a like, especially if you find this information useful whatsoever. Make sure to subscribe to the page. And let's get into it. All my premium plays, Blowout Alert, the app that you're looking at right now, all of it is in the descriptions tab. So let's get into it and let's book a one-way. All right, y'all. Cleveland Cavaliers with the Knicks, minus 6.5. We're going right back to the same spread. We were on the CAVS on game 1, plus 6.5. Felt like too many points. My spot there was that the Knicks were coming off an 8 days rest. They hadn't played playoff basketball. They probably would need some time to adjust to the physicality of the game. I trusted that the Cavs, off of their big Game 7 win against the Pistons and a decent Game 6 that they had in hand and blew, and just really didn't show up. And that's kind of what we saw in the second half. The same type of energy that they had in Game 6, where they played well in the first half a little bit and then just came out flat and allowed the Pistons just to beat the brakes off of them. We saw more of that from the Cavs. Look, I posted this on my story. I said that loss might be the series. If I'm Donovan Mitchell, if I'm James Harden, if I'm Evan Mobley, if I just can't believe that the locker room feels cohesive after blowing a 22-point lead with 7 minutes left. Like, it was a historic collapse. It was a bigger collapse than we saw with the Magic and the Pistons. When the Magic were up 24 at the half and ended up losing by 13, when they had a plus 9.5 spread, they didn't even cover the spread at plus 9.5 when they blew their 24-point lead. And it's the same here with the Cavs. They didn't even cover the plus 6.5, blowing a 22-point lead. You know, we weren't even on the money line with the Cavs the other night. We were just on the plus 6.5, and I'm like, oh, we'll be all right. They may lose this game. And then it goes to overtime, and then you're like, wow, they might get outscored by 7 in overtime. And they did. They got outscored bad. They lost by 11, I believe. And I just can't get behind this Cavs team today coming off a loss like that. They're in the Garden where the Knicks are fucking incredible. Minus 6.5. I think it's going to be belt to ass today. I think the Knicks win by 20. I just do. I know they needed Brunson to really have a big game, but I just can't trust it, man. You know, Evan Mobley knocking down the amount of threes he did last game, it's not really his MO. He knocked down 2 clutch threes. He shot 8 of them. You know, that's not his MO, but he shot a lot, and he knocked down 2. I thought he had knocked down 3, but the stats are saying he knocked down 2. You know, I just can't get behind it. Donovan Mitchell went quiet in the second half. You know, most of his 29 points came in the first half and a little bit in the third. Harden was just awful. Didn't look good. 15 points in 42 minutes. You know, only had 3 assists. Wasn't distributing the ball. Turned it over a bit. He did make his free throws. Missed a lot of threes, man. They did not shoot the ball deep. I think I heard an announcer say whoever makes threes in this series is going to be the winner each game. And that was kind of the same story with the Pistons. When the Pistons shot the 3 well, they won those games. When the Cavs shot the 3 well, they won those games. So this feels like the Cavs kind of live and die by the 3. The Knicks get to the paint. The Knicks score the ball. I like the Knicks here with Mikal Bridges playing the way he has been playing really the last couple weeks. I think he's a big X factor. If he can continue to get anywhere between 12 to 20 a game, they're going to be a hard team to beat. I like the Knicks here, minus 6.5. I think they put belt to ass tonight. It's going to be a 2-0 going into Cleveland. We saw Cleveland struggle in every series in the playoffs on the road. They've lost more games on the road than they've won. So I just can't get behind them here. And with the Knicks being so good in Madison Square Garden, that place is going to have so much energy tonight. Give me the Knicks minus 6.5. I can't get behind a team that blew a 22-point lead. You got to think that there's going to be some form of I don't know, just lack of cohesion is the word. Lack of cohesion in that locker room. Like, you could tell when Donovan Mitchell shot that 3 late in the game as overtime was expiring, he just kind of chucked it up. That was kind of like a quitter shot. He settled. He was 10 feet behind the arc, hit it, shot it as like a fadeaway type jumper. To me, it was like, let's just get out of here. Let's just get out of here. You know, it's so demoralizing to lose a game like that. And, I think it brought so much energy to the Knicks. They have to be going in here tonight thinking we are it. We're going to the NBA Finals and we're winning it. They have to feel that way inside their minds. And look, they look like a phenomenal team. This is my pick to go to the finals out of the East. I have a future on it. We went on to the other side, and it looked like the other side was going to be correct the other night. Tonight, it's going to be minus 6.5 Knicks. They're going to win. Upset probabilities, 33% with the Cavs. I just can't get behind the Cavs tonight, guys. I just can't do it. And to me, they haven't shown me enough. They haven't shown me enough to give me a reason why. Why do I go back to the same play at plus 6.5? I don't believe that it's too many points. You know, I did say that I think that this matchup is going to be tougher for the Knicks because I think guys like Mobley and Jarrett Allen can help the Cavs. And we saw Evan Mobley have a good game. Jared Allen didn't really score the ball all that well, but he did put his fingerprints on it, rebounding. He he had one block. He does have a presence in the paint. But today, man, I'm gonna go with these guys. I think Mitchell Robinson, even if he gets in the game, he's still a big physical player. He can match up well with these guys. There's not enough production off the bench down here that you get from the bench with the Knicks. So give me the Knicks here today, -6.5. Honestly, I think the alt line is in play, -9.5. I think they put belt to ass and they win by +10, more than 10. So that's where I'm at with it, guys. New York Knicks at home in Madison Square Garden. They handle the Cavs tonight, and that's the pick. That's where we're going. As far as player props, I will be live later. So if you want to tune in for my live around 5:30, I will be going over some player props in that live. So if you want to tune in and take a look at that, I'll be live on Instagram as well as here on YouTube. But that's it. That's the show, guys. I appreciate you tuning in. Make sure to grab a premium pass today. That is in the descriptions tab. All you got to do is click on the Winible link and use the code WORD tequila. You'll save more than using the standard code EDGE. So let's go ahead and have a day. Let's beat the books. You know what the slogan is. Let's book the one way. I'll see you in a Caribbean beach with coladas on me. Let's get it. Let's win the day. See y'all next time.